Hi, and welcome to this third lesson on the HTML or Web Basic class tree. Now today we're going to see how we can insert an image into our web page right here. So to simply do it, we're going to be using the tag img for image. So just like this. What's particular with the image tag, we do not have to close it because everything's going to be included in the tag itself, so you don't need to put a closing tag. So doing this here would be useless because there's nothing to put in between. So I'm just going to delete this. Now in the image tag we need to add some attributes if we want to make sure that we're going to be able to have an image on screen. The most important one is the src tag, or attribute. Now in the src, I'm actually going to be indicating the name of the image I want to show on screen. So in this case, I've already placed a file called smile.png in the same directory. So if I refresh, I have my smile that's going to be showing up right here, which is quite big right now. Now, second thing that we can add would be the alt. Now the alt tag is very useful, or actually the alt attribute, sorry, is very useful for two things. First of all, the search engines are not able to see what this image is. So no search engine in the world will be able to say this is a smiley face, except they're going to look at what you've written here in the alt tag. So if I write smiley face, now the search engine will know when they look at my page that this is a smiley face. The second use, it's let's say I did not have the correct path or file name here. It's going to be my alt is going to be the text that will be shown on screen here for people who cannot see the image. So this is the second purpose of the alt tag. I'm just going to put back the image right here. So here we go. Now we're going to see two other attributes, the height and the width. Now let's say I put a height of 50, just like so. Now automatically, as you see, my height is going to be change to 50. I could do the same thing with the width. Oops, misspelling here. With the width, let's say 100. Now it's going to put me a width of 100 pixel. Now if you notice, I only want to use one or the other right now. When you use one or the other, you're going to keep the same proportion for the image. Now if you use both, which is possible, I can say a height of 50 and a width of 100. Now it's going to resize the image, but I'm going to lose the original proportion of the image. So it is possible, and you can do a lot of funny things if you wish with your image. But technically, I always suggest to use only one or the other unless you know the exact proportion of your image to make sure that you don't deform your image. See, even now this is not a perfect square, so when I put 100 to 100, it's not nice. So let's see, 100 to 100. See, now it's a little bit better. And if I just take off the height, see, here you go. So by putting only one, I'm going to resize the image perfectly. By putting both, then it's going to force the image to fit into that square that we place. Now if you notice again, I have the image tag. I'm using three attributes in this case, which is the src. That's going to be showing me the path to the image. Again, if it's not in the same place, I can put the full path. So I could just go put the HTTP. I could put it like this. So now I have the full path for my image. Or I can just call the image if it's in a subdirectory. This way I can say, well, let's say my image is in the subdirectory image. Now by writing it like this, it's going to automatically take all the images that are in the subdirectory image. Now there's multiple ways you can write the path. That could be a course of its own. But for today, that's all that we're going to be seeing on how to insert the image into a HTML document. So stay tuned. Tomorrow we're going to be looking at how we're going to place ordered and unordered lists into a web page. Thank you. Bye.